Some things he needs to handle? What do you mean by that?
Say it again.
You said earlier there's some things Pap need to handle?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's the elephant in the room. I don't have to say it.
And the king can have many wives. He can have as many wives as he can take care of. And I don't believe in the white man's laws and regulations and marriage license, honey. If you a king and you able to take care of all your wives equally,
that takes time. Like it's a divorce. It's not something that just happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? But people's life don't stop because of that. You know what I mean? It's papers, it's time, it's all this stuff that gotta happen. But at the end of the day, we move forward with our lives. Like
I wish you the best.
For sure.
We got some great, amazing things going on. And like I said, this is my best friend, right?
The internet is in chaos. Claressa Shields, caught in a storm she never asked for, and her world is unraveling before millions of eyes. Papoose, the man she trusted, the man she defended with every fiber of her being, is now at the center of explosive claims that no one could have prepared her for. 4 secret lovers. 4 side chicks. And all this while she stood beside him, loyal, unwavering, believing in the man she thought she knew. Remy didn't hold back. She dropped receipts, she exposed truths, she pulled the veil off a reality that Claressa had no idea existed. A reality where her love, her trust, her heart might have been nothing more than a chapter in Papoose's story. A story filled with secrets, manipulation, and betrayal. People are saying things online, cruel, harsh things. They call her foolish, delusional, stubborn. But she's not foolish. She's not blind. She's a woman in love, trapped in the crossfire of someone else's war, fighting for something she hoped was real. The cameras don't show the late nights, the tears that fall silently, the whispered questions to herself. Am I enough? Was I ever enough? The side chick claims, the leaked texts, the accusations, they're not just headlines, they are shattering pieces of her heart, ripping apart everything she thought was safe, everything she thought was true. And while Papoose remains calm, measured, trying to flip the narrative, Claressa is left bleeding in the shadows, defending herself, defending him, defending a love that might have already been shattered beyond repair. This isn't just gossip. This isn't just drama. This is heartbreak playing out in public. And the question remains, in a world of lies, secrets, and viral rumors, can Claressa survive this storm without losing herself completely? The internet doesn't sleep, and neither does the heartbreak it broadcasts. Claressa Shields, a woman who poured her heart into love, is now facing a storm she never imagined. She believed in Papoose. She defended him. She stood by him publicly, loyally, proudly. And now, the world is telling her that her trust, her love, her loyalty might have been a mistake. A tragic, crushing mistake. Remy dropped a bombshell that shook social media to its core. Leaked proof, messages, stories, exposing a side of Papoose that few dared to speak about. For side lovers. For women. Hidden in the shadows while Claressa thought she was his world. For lives tangled in a web of secrets and betrayal, and suddenly, Claressa's world begins to crumble. She is trapped in the eye of a hurricane made of lies, truth, and the harsh judgment of the public. Imagine being loyal, defending a man in front of friends, family, and thousands online, only to discover the very foundation you built your trust on is shaky, unstable, and maybe even false. The pain doesn't scream, it whispers. It hits in quiet moments, the late nights when your phone won't stop buzzing, the notifications piling up, the cruel memes, the cruel comments. Foolish, delusional, blind. Every word cuts like a knife, a reminder that even love can be weaponized. Claressa didn't just fall in love, she fought for love. She believed in loyalty. She defended Papoose in live streams, posts, and stories, showing the world that she was not just another girl. She was someone who believed in the man behind the headlines. And now, that very belief is being tested like never before. The story doesn't stop at leaked texts. It's the pattern, the whispers, the accusations piling up like evidence in a courtroom of public opinion. Fans online have been piecing together the puzzle for side lovers, old rumors of hidden children, tales of emotional manipulation, and a narrative where Claressa might not be the first or the last. And every message, every subtweet, every blog post is another brick in the wall of doubt crushing her. It's more than just betrayal. It's humiliation. It's a public dissection of her life, her judgment, her heart. Claressa faces a world that asks, how could you not see it? How could you trust him? The cruel truth is, she did see, but love isn't logic. Love doesn't come with disclaimers. Love blinds, softens, and leaves the heart exposed. Papoose remains calm in public, measured, strategic. He flips the narrative, presenting himself as loyal, misunderstood, the calm victim caught in Remy Ma's storm. And while he maintains control over his image, Claressa is left in fragments. Her social media defense, her public loyalty, her heartfelt posts are all under a microscope, dissected by strangers who believe they know the truth better than she does. Remy Ma doesn't stop. She intensifies the pressure. "You're not his future, you're his phase," she says. Every word lands like a hammer strike to the chest. She exposes patterns of betrayal, leaks interactions, and reminds the world that the man Claressa trusted might have lived multiple lives in secrecy. And the public watches, riveted, shocked, and hungry for more. The emotional toll is invisible but crushing. Late nights filled with tears that no one sees. Calls unanswered. Thoughts racing endlessly. Was I enough? Did I misjudge him? Could I have done something differently? Love turns into an internal battlefield where the heart is the casualty and pride is the wound. Claressa's panic doesn't come in tears, it comes in explanations, defenses, and desperate attempts to prove her love is real. She posts stories, comments, and live videos to set the record straight, but every action is scrutinized. Every defense becomes ammunition for critics. Social media doesn't sympathize. It doesn't pause. It amplifies. Every misstep is magnified, every moment twisted, every loyalty questioned. Fans add fuel to the fire. Speculation grows. Old rumors resurface. Comments stack. Is she fighting for a man who's not fighting for her? For side chicks? Why is she still here? She's blinded by love, and it's heartbreaking. The emotional weight of public scrutiny is immense. It's a storm she cannot escape. And the tragedy doesn't stop there. It's not just about cheating or betrayal. It's about identity, self-worth, and trust. Claressa is forced to navigate not just a broken heart, but a world that constantly tells her that she chose wrong. Her loyalty, once a point of pride, is now twisted into foolishness in the court of public opinion. Meanwhile, the narrative spins faster. Papoose, calm and calculated, continues to control the message. Remy Ma, relentless and vocal, ensures the spotlight never leaves the controversy. Claressa, caught in the middle, is left fighting for her truth, her dignity, and her heart, in a war that is as public as it is personal. Even simple moments, like her playful posts with Papoose, are dissected. Fans laugh at them, label them desperate, and reframe them as proof of naivety. A cooking video turns into an example of her being hostage to love. Every gesture, every smile, every post is weighed and judged. And yet, through all the chaos, Claressa persists. Her posts, her defenses, her public statements, they are cries for clarity, loyalty, and recognition of her pain. She is human. She is emotional. She is in love. And in a world where betrayal meets public judgment, that makes her both tragic and heroic. This is not just gossip. This is heartbreak amplified for millions to witness. This is the raw, unfiltered pain of a woman who trusted too much, who gave her heart fully, only to have the foundation of that trust questioned, dissected, and broadcasted. And now, the questions hang heavy in the air. Will Claressa see the truth before the storm consumes her? Can love survive when the world has already declared it a mistake? Or is this a tragedy written in the stars, a story of loyalty, betrayal, and heartbreak played out for the world to see? One thing is certain, the next chapter will not be quiet. The receipts, the stories, the truths, they are coming. And when they hit, hearts will break, tears will fall, and the world will watch, unable to look away. Claressa Shields, loyal, heartbroken, and under fire, stands at the center of a storm no one can escape. The storm didn't stop. It only grew. Claressa Shields, once steady, once confident, now stands under the unrelenting glare of public scrutiny. The leaked proof from Remy Ma didn't just reveal secrets, it shattered the world Claressa thought she knew. For side lovers, hidden lies, messages and photos she was never supposed to see. And suddenly, every moment she spent defending Papoose, every post, every story, every claim of loyalty, feels like it was built on sand. She sits quietly in her apartment, staring at her phone, scrolling through headlines, tweets, and comments. The notifications don't end. Stubborn, delusional, foolish, the internet shouts. People she's never met judge her, dissect her choices, and twist her love into weakness. And yet, she refuses to step back, not because she's naive, but because she's human. Because she loves, because she hoped that love was real. And hope sometimes hurts worse than betrayal. Remy Ma didn't stop with leaks, she escalated the pressure. She went public about every pattern, every past mistake, every whisper of manipulation. Co-parenting wasn't enough anymore. She reminded the world that Claressa was not the first woman to fall for Papoose's charm, that the calm, collected man Claressa admired had a past filled with women, secrets, and deceit. Every post, every subtle reference online, added fuel to the fire, and Claressa felt it. Deep in her chest, a panic she couldn't contain. The public doesn't understand love. The public doesn't understand loyalty. All they see is a woman defending a man accused of betrayal. All they see is a girl in the crossfire of someone else's war. And yet, Claressa stands. She posts, she comments, she tries to explain. She tries to set the record straight. But the harder she fights, the louder the crowd becomes. Every defense she makes is turned into proof that she's too invested, proof that she's blind to reality. Her panic begins subtly at first, long pauses, double-checking texts, hesitating before posting. But it grows. Late nights, staring at her reflection in the dark, wondering how love could feel so heavy, wondering if she misread every smile, every gesture, every word Papoose ever said to her. For side lovers. 4. Each one a dagger piercing her heart, reminding her that even the man she thought was loyal had a world she couldn't see. And the tragedy doesn't stop there. It spreads to the little things, the moments that once brought joy. Fans dissect every couple photo, every playful clip, every cooking video. They mock her, they label her, they laugh at her heartbreak. The same hands that once praised her loyalty now point at her as proof of her blind devotion. Every smile becomes suspicious. Every defense becomes desperation. And the comments keep coming. She's trying too hard. She's holding onto a man who doesn't deserve her. How does she not see the pattern? Papoose, meanwhile, remains calm in the eye of the storm. His live streams, his measured responses, his ability to control the narrative, everything is calculated. And Claressa, caught between loyalty and heartbreak, finds herself questioning every moment she thought she knew. Was he truly calm because he was loyal? Or was he calm because he was calculating, protecting himself while the world judged her? The emotional weight becomes unbearable. Claressa reaches out privately, trying to understand, trying to make sense. But each conversation is loaded with tension. The man she loves, the man she defended, remains enigmatic, partially transparent, partially hidden. Every explanation feels like another layer of confusion, and every denial from Remy Ma makes the truth more elusive, more dangerous, more heartbreaking. Fans begin to speculate wildly. The side chick claims intensify. Old rumors resurface. Hidden children, past relationships, alleged affairs. The internet paints a picture of Papoose as a master manipulator, someone who keeps women emotionally attached while moving undetected. And Claressa, in the middle, wonders if she was ever more than another chapter, another story in his life. The tragedy deepens. Claressa's posts, once filled with hope and love, now carry undertones of panic and desperation. She tries to humanize herself, explain her side, share her heart, but the words feel hollow when measured against the weight of leaked proof. People don't just see her defending love, they see her defending a man accused of betrayal, a man whose calm demeanor hides layers of secrets. And the more she fights, the more the crowd questions her sanity. Every day is a battle. Every scroll through her phone is a reminder of what she trusted, what she believed, and what might have been a lie. Her tears are private, her heartbreak silent, but the pain is real, sharp, and consuming. For side lovers. For women who existed in the shadows while Claressa built a public narrative of loyalty, trust, and love. And now every gesture, every smile, every post she made feels like it's under interrogation. Remy Ma continues to drive the narrative. She tweets, she comments, she subtly mocks. "You're not his future, you're his phase," she repeats. Each word lands like a hammer blow, reverberating in Claressa's chest. And the internet eats it up, amplifying every subtle jab, every implication of betrayal, every hint of heartbreak. The storm grows. The fire spreads. And Claressa is left standing in the middle, drenched in the emotional fallout. Yet, in the middle of all this, Claressa fights. She fights for her dignity, for her identity, for her heart. She posts, she shares, she defends. She reminds the world that she is human, that she is emotional, that she loved deeply, and in a world that thrives on betrayal, scandal, and gossip, that alone makes her a target. Her panic is quiet, but relentless. Her heartbreak is silent, but devastating. And the public watches, captivated, unable to look away, as the tragedy unfolds in real time. Even small, mundane moments, like a cooking video or a playful clip, become magnified. The public dissects every glance, every gesture, every laugh. They frame her loyalty as naivety, her hope as foolishness, her love as vulnerability. And with every misstep, the pain grows heavier. She wonders if the world will ever see her truth, if anyone will understand that her loyalty was never a weakness, that her love was never blind, it was pure, unguarded, and tragically human. The heartbreak deepens when old friends and outside voices join in. People who know fragments of the story add commentary, adding weight to the rumors and escalating the public pressure. Each new voice reinforces the narrative. Claressa is trapped, deceived, and emotionally cornered. She wonders if she can survive this without losing herself completely. And through it all, the question lingers, can Claressa Shields recover from the truth she never wanted to see? Can love survive when it's judged, dissected, and weaponized by those who hold the leaks, the receipts, and the power of public opinion? Or is this heartbreak a tragedy written in the stars, a story of trust betrayed, loyalty questioned, and innocence lost in the relentless glare of the internet? One thing is certain, this storm isn't over. The next leaks, the next revelations, the next viral clip will hit harder. And when they do, hearts will break, tears will fall, and the world will watch, helpless, as Claressa Shields navigates a heartbreak the world can't fully comprehend, but can't stop staring at. The tragedy of love, loyalty, and betrayal is not always silent. Sometimes it plays out in public. Sometimes it is amplified for millions to witness. And Claressa Shields, caught in the crossfire of Papoose's secrets and Remy Ma's revelations, stands as the human face of heartbreak, a woman whose love was real, whose loyalty was true, and whose pain is now a story the world will never forget. The storm finally hits its peak. Claressa Shields, a woman whose heart has been tested publicly, finds herself at the breaking point. Weeks of whispers, leaks, accusations, and heartbreak have built into a crescendo of emotional chaos. For side lovers, secret texts, hidden patterns of betrayal. And now, the world is waiting, watching, judging. Every glance, every post, every breath she takes is scrutinized under a magnifying glass fueled by millions of eyes. Claressa doesn't cry openly anymore. Her heartbreak has evolved. It's quiet, searing, a fire inside that no one sees. But every action she takes is shadowed by the weight of truth she never wanted to confront. She stands at the crossroads of love and reality, of loyalty and deception, wondering how a man she defended, loved, and trusted could lead a life so hidden, so tangled in secrets. Papoose continues his calm act publicly. Streams, posts, measured words, they all paint a picture of a man misunderstood, a man caught in the crossfire of an angry ex. But Claressa knows better. She sees the cracks, the small signs of manipulation, the controlled calm that masks chaos. And every carefully framed word from him is another layer of confusion, another piece of the puzzle she's forced to solve while the world watches. Remy Ma intensifies the pressure. She releases more proof, more subtle jabs, more hints that Papoose's loyalty was never what Claressa believed. "You're not his future, you're his phase," she repeats online, turning the public court against Claressa. Every post, every video, every leak becomes another layer of emotional burden. And Claressa, caught in the fire, feels every ounce of it. Every betrayal, every judgment, every whisper of shame. The internet amplifies everything. Fans dissect every story, every image, every gesture. The narrative shifts constantly. Sometimes Claressa is the victim, sometimes the naive girlfriend, sometimes the fool. Comments pile up. She's holding onto a man who doesn't deserve her. For side lovers, and she still defends him? When will she wake up? Every click, every scroll, every view is a reminder of her heartbreak, and every notification feels like a knife twisting deeper into her heart. Claressa starts to question herself. Did she misread everything? Was her love ever returned the way she thought? Every memory of loyalty, every post defending him, every moment of pride, it all now feels fragile, under siege by truths she wasn't ready to face. The quiet panic she feels is unlike anything before. It's not loud, not public, but it's relentless. Every breath is heavy, every heartbeat a reminder that trust has been shattered, and love is now a battlefield. The tragic irony is in the little things. A shared meal, a playful video, a simple smile, once symbols of love, are now dissected as proof of naivety. The public narrative has stripped them of joy, twisting love into a spectacle of heartbreak. Claressa's every action, intended to show loyalty and care, is weaponized in the court of public opinion. Her love, once pure, now feels like a performance under a spotlight she never wanted. She reaches out privately to Papoose, seeking clarity, seeking honesty. But every conversation is measured, cryptic, leaving her with more questions than answers. The calm demeanor she admired now feels like a wall, a barrier between truth and lies. And every attempt to reconcile her heart with reality feels like walking through a storm with no shelter. Remy Ma doesn't relent. She continues to expose, to hint, to drop breadcrumbs of a past Claressa never knew existed. Old rumors, emotional manipulation, secret children, hidden lovers, every piece builds a dam of emotional pressure. Claressa is forced to navigate a maze of heartbreak, deception, and public judgment, all while trying to preserve her own sense of self. The tragedy deepens when allies turn into observers. Friends comment, celebrities weigh in, and outside voices reinforce the narrative. Claressa is a woman in love with a man whose loyalty is fractured, whose secrets are many, and whose heart may not belong solely to her. She feels isolated, vulnerable, and exposed, the weight of public scrutiny amplifying her personal pain. Claressa begins to question everything she once believed. Every gesture of love, every sign of loyalty, every memory of trust, now filtered through the lens of betrayal. And the heartbreak is compounded by the realization that she may have been unknowingly playing a role in a story she didn't choose, a supporting character in a narrative written by others, controlled by leaks, proofs, and viral attention. Yet, even in the depths of despair, Claressa's humanity shines. She posts carefully, explains softly, defends passionately. Her words carry the weight of heartbreak, the sincerity of love, and the resilience of a woman who refuses to be reduced to a meme, a headline, or a comment. Her vulnerability is raw. Her loyalty is tragic. And the world can't look away. The climax of this emotional saga comes when the receipts, leaks, and viral stories converge. Claressa faces the ultimate question. Can she continue loving a man surrounded by secrets, lies, and side lovers? Can she survive the public scrutiny, the betrayal, and the heartbreak? Or is it time to step back, to reclaim herself, to let go of a love that may never have been entirely hers? The tears come quietly now, silent, heavy, and invisible to the world. But they're there. Every drop represents trust broken, love tested, and a heart stretched to its limits. Claressa Shields, a woman of loyalty, hope, and love, now stands at the edge of heartbreak, torn between what she believed and the truths exposed, between a man she loved and the chaos surrounding him. And as the internet waits for the next revelation, the next leak, the next viral moment, one thing is undeniable. Claressa's story is one of tragedy, loyalty, heartbreak, and resilience. Every heartbroken post, every defensive comment, every silent tear paints the portrait of a woman who loved fully, suffered deeply, and stood bravely in the public eye while navigating the cruel, chaotic storm of love, secrets, and betrayal.